Hi family and friends, and welcome back to Mimi's Home and Garden. And today I'm going to be pressure canning peas. I just bought two 4-pound bags of already shelled fresh peas from my local produce stand, and these will be perfect for canning, but I'll also show you how to do a quick freeze. If you don't know how to pressure can, you can put these in the freezer. These are fresh. They've already been shelled. They're about $16 a bag, which is a very good price because I didn't have to grow these. I didn't have to shell them, but I still want fresh produce to put in the pantry and the freezer. So the first step is going to be to wash the peas. So I'm going to pour them in a strainer and then run them under the sink, and then we're going to blanch them. So I'll show you that process. I wanted you to see these up close. They look like black-eyed peas, but they're actually called pink-eyed peas. And they are so delicious. You can do any kind of pea, black-eyed, pink-eyed, Crowder peas, field peas with snaps. Any kind of pea can be canned or frozen, but these are unique and they're pink-eyed. Okay, here I am just rinsing off the peas under the sink in the colander. Then I'll drain them and pour them in this pan. And I always like to set up my canning before I ever start. So I've had my canner set up with my jars getting hot. I've got the boiling water to blanch the peas. I've got hot water going on the back burner to put in the jars. And I have a pot of water getting ready to boil to sterilize my lids. So all of that has been done, set up before I ever even got started with working on the peas. So right now I'm getting ready to dump the peas into the boiling water and set the timer for 3 minutes. Okay, the peas are in the hot water. I'm bringing them back to a boil, and I've set my timer for 3 minutes. And in the meantime, I have a bowl filled with ice water that I will dunk these peas in as soon as the timer goes off, because I want to stop that cooking process. Okay, the peas have blanched, and I just put them in some cool water to stop the cooking process. Now I'm going to drain them, put them back in the bowl, and get ready to jar them up. Okay, I'm ready to start jarring up the peas. Have everything set in place. I have my canning salt, my hot boiling water to put in the jars, my lids and rings in hot water, and my peas. I have a paper towel and a little bit of white vinegar in a bowl to wipe the rim off. So let's get started. The hot water. Take your peas, pour them in the jar, leaving a 1-inch headspace. Then add the hot water. You could use broth, chicken broth or ham broth. I'll season these up when I cook them. A half a teaspoon of salt for pints, a full teaspoon if you're doing quarts. This is very important to get the air bubbles out. You use a non-metal utensil. Just run it down the sides to get the air bubbles out. Okay, and then give the jar a good wipe with the vinegar. And then put on your lid. And this water is hot. There's the ring. Here's the lid. And then fingertip tight. Okay, we'll do another jar. You know, I learned how to can from my mom. We always had a big garden back in the 70s. We lived out in the country and we had a huge garden. I think it was about 1978, 79, my mom went to work. So guess who had to do all the canning. And I canned pretty much all summer. I canned tomatoes and fruit and made pickles. And my mom would call me on the phone and give me the directions of how to do each step. And then I'd call her back after I'd gotten that step done. And we'd move on to the next one. And most everything I did was water bath canning. She did all the pressure canning. She was really scared of her pressure canner and didn't really want me doing that. But I did learn later how to pressure can. And once you learn it, it's not hard. It's pretty easy. But you gotta follow the rules if you want your food to turn out right. So I put my lid on and another jar done. Okay, I'll finish this and then we'll get them in the canner. The canner's already got hot water in it. I've had it on warm. When you hot process your hot jars, your food, the water in the pressure canner should also be hot. So I try to keep everything at the same temperature. All right, let me finish up these jars and then we'll start pressure canning. Okay, all the jars are in the canner. I have 10-pint jars in the pressure canner. I'm getting ready to put the lid on. Always check the seal and the valves to make sure everything is working properly. And then we'll set the heat up so that it can start steaming. I don't think you can see it, but when your pressure valve starts putting out a steady stream of steam, then you set the timer and you let it steam like this for 10 minutes. So I have my phone here. I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. Then we will put the weight on after 10 minutes. Okay, I have about a bag and a half of the peas in the pressure canner, and the rest I'm going to freeze those. I don't have any quart freezer bags, but I have my food saver, so I can use these to freeze in. So I blanched just like I did for the jars, blanched the peas for 3 minutes, then dumped them in some ice water, and now we're just going to bag them up, and that's how easy it is to freeze peas. Just put them in a bag. This is about a quart size. If you don't have a food saver, I would highly recommend you get one. They have some off-brands at Amazon that are really good. This one that I have is an A-box. Works great. You just slide it in. It takes all the air out of it. And then it seals the bag for you. It's that easy. You know, peas are a great source of protein. So are beans. And there's many a time that we will have for dinner dried beans or field peas or black-eyed peas, a little bit of ham. My husband likes his served over rice. I like mine with stewed tomatoes on top. That's a very good healthy meal, but it's not expensive. You don't have to use a whole lot of meat in it, just enough to flavor. It's very filling. I grew up on dried beans and ham and cornbread for dinner. It's delicious. So I did get 2 quarts and 10 pints in the jars out of those 2 4-pound bags. Well, I think that's pretty good. And these are going to go in the freezer. And I will come back whenever the canning process is done and let you see what the jars look like. And this is the finished product. I've got 10 pints of pink-eyed peas I can put in my pantry. They're all done. They've all sealed. And it probably took me about, from start to finish, maybe 3 hours. So I hope you enjoyed this video on preserving your own food. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section below. Thank you and have a great day.